이상한 게임 갈게요. 아, 타격이 너무 안 맞는다. 놀라는 좋긴 좋네요. 이 점수대에서. 아기님 힘을 주세요. 파이팅! 사이저구나. 오래 했네 이분도. 1번에야 또? 북극하우스? 뭐 붙였던 것 같은데? 맞네. 아, 연장에서 졌던 애구나. 연장 14일. 얘가 뭐에 약했었지?
Digging in, Andrew McCutcheon, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming, here it is. And he fouls this one off.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The windup and the 0-1. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it.
Made him look silly with that one.
아, 또 잡고 있어. 저거.
Fouled off. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Ground ball left side, defense set up perfectly. And there's one away. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in now, one of the best players of the past 2 decades, the great Chipper Jones. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Jones is, of course, a switch hitter, and he uses that to his advantage. He's one of the few truly elite hitters in baseball, and that's true no matter which batter's box he stands in.
Yeah, which absolutely blows me away. The toughest thing to do in sports is to hit a baseball. And to do it from both sides of the plate is just a testament to how much work and effort this guy has put in.
Here comes the first pitch. Larry Walker stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. Biggio is there to make the play for route number 3.
사이저.
Stepping into the box.
아기님 한일전이야.
Things off here in the bottom half of the first.
오. 9590 8277 9590 8277.
South Korea, the center fielder, number 0.
Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. McCutcheon is there, and he has it for the first out. Over to his left is Ramirez. Stepping into the box, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Popped him up. Sandberg is calling for it. And that's the second out of the inning. Standing in, Babe Ruth. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. Short, hit hard. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
그래서 삼진 안 나겠네요.
Second inning set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel.
And the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Lays off 2-2 now. Sinker 3-2 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Here's Hanley Ramirez.
The shortstop. Hanley Ramirez.
Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. To second for 1.
Nice
Turn
shot.
throw is in time, and what do you know? They do get the double play. So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
That is 7. The catcher.
In now, Joe Torre. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now here's one hit in the air to the right
기백이다.
side. Hornsby calls for it, and that retires the side. Last half of the second set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Mike Trout. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Fouled away.
빨랐어.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. So striding forward now, Jorge Posada, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1. Digging in, Rogers Hornsby. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. No balls and a strike to count. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Trout leads off first with one away.
Ball two.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough.
Wow, and they end the inning with the caught stealing. So striding in, Ryan Sandberg, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch on its way.
언제 맞물리면 돼.
That's a ball.
내가 봐서 잘해줘.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Trout, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Batting up, the pitcher, number 55.
Standing in now, Oral Hershiser. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he fouls this one off. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch.
Count 21.
3rd inning, no score to this point. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
맞았네.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Into the box, Chipper Jones. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, number 33.
To the plate now, Larry Walker. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Bounced weakly near the plate. That's a foul ball.
아, 저 타격 또 너무 안 되네. 아, 저 식스대 저거 또 잡고 있는 것 봐.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is
겉하게
retired.
겉하게 하네요. 야, 너무 못 치네요.
Bottom of the inning now, and standing in now, one of the best players of the past 2 decades, the great Chipper Jones. Here's the first pitch to him. Bounced towards the second baseman. Reined in. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Now at the plate, Craig Biggio.
아, 타이밍 연습이나 해야 되겠다. 아, 진짜 너무 안 맞네.
First pitch on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. In now, James Paxton. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Cabrera, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Blue has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And here now is Hanley Ramirez. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And Ramirez is aboard, hits a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The third baseman, number 1, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. And it's fouled away. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Hit in the air to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batter.
So coming to the plate, Joe Torre, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
2 out here and a runner at second. And this is low. Ball 2. 2-1. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him. Ready with the 3-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trout has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Blue.
Number 0.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike swinging. Chased a high one there.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. So 1 away here. With the bases empty, and the former number 1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
다르게 왜 더 어려운 것 같다?
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field.
넘어가나요?
Ball that's tearing it.
아,
On the warning track, he makes the catch.
이 14회 연장에서 졌던 애 같아요.
Stepping in, Babe Ruth. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. The 1-1. Is strike two swinging.
Count.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on.
공을 따라가자.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is in there, and called strike 3. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the speed threat, Ryan Sandberg. Here comes the first pitch. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. 0-1, here's the pitch.
Inside, ball one. That's the ball.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blue is right there, 1 down. Striding in, Oral Hershiser. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer. Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Behind 0-2 now. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He's a diamond player who represents one of the most fearsome power bats in all of baseball. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that brings up Mike Trout. First offering on its way. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming
와,
right after him
좋았어.
here.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. Ramirez waits on it. 2 down. Settling in now, Rogers Hornsby. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that misses, ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Outside, 3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart
아,
of the plate.
아깝다.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and it's full
빠르냐.
now at 3-2. Again, another foul ball. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hershiser into the windup. Here comes the 3-2. Count remains full. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Hit back up the middle.
오, 퍼펙트 깼다.
And this will get on by Ramirez for a base hit.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Chipper Jones. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
2-0 now. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1. Lifted. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a drive. How to get that one, you'll need a 50-foot ladder to make the catch. A no-doubt home run.
The right fielder, number 30.
So now to the plate, Larry Walker.
Walker.
As he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up onto first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. The 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder looking up, still ranging back. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
Ramirez.
Into the box now, Hanley Ramirez. As he'll ground this one fouled off to the left side. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
아, 저 타이어 왜 이렇게 안 되지?
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And the pitch. Too high, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
1-2 now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 1-2 pitch.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
High in the air out to center field. Blue will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Now batting, Craig Biggio. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
The left fielder, Craig
Here's the first pitch to him.
Biggio.
Ball upstairs.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Stan Musial will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Now coming into pinch hit, Stan Musial.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now. Too high, 1-2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Here's another 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
아, 진짜.
Digging in now. Blue. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Hershiser gets the sign. 0-2 on its way.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Count still at 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to short. There to take it is Ramirez. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired.
아, 진짜 이 타격 어떡할까.
Edwin Diaz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 7th inning ready to roll. And next, the dangerous power threat, Joe Torre. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now to the plate, Ryan Sandberg. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
아, 장을 진짜 잘할 것 같아.
Standing in now, Oral Hershiser. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
잘해오긴
He's
할까.
hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's popped up. Ruth in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
1 out, nobody on. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now batting.
Standing in, Andrew McCutchen. He was a ground out victim last time up. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
On the ground up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Ready to go for the last.
아, 타격 너무 안 되네, 진짜.
Leading off for South Korea.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Walker is there to put it away for out number 1. Stepping in, Babe Ruth. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 delivery. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Posada. He's a diamond caliber player who, it's safe to say, is one of the best contact hitters in the game. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Posada behind a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might have.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. At the plate, Chipper Jones. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Raleigh Fingers has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Fingers.
아, 너무 안 맞는데, 진짜.
Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Larry Walker stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike 1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
The first
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
1-0.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Fouled away. The 1-1.
Ball.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
The bat, number 13.
Into the box, Hanley Ramirez. As, oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. That's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ooh, right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 delivery. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go.
Leading off in the blue.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving.
아, 너무 하면
Late into this one, a perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Chipper Jones. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And this will be fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot to third, right to him. On to first as they're able to take care of Chipper. 2 away. Ready now, Craig Biggio. Number 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side.
이게 어쩔겨.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Carlos Correa. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Eric Gagne enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Gagne is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Skied into straightaway right. Trout is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Coming to the plate now, Joe Torre. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. At the plate, Ryan Sandberg. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Kenny Lofton will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it.
Yeah, 높다.
Salami. Have a bite of walk-off salami sandwich. Santa Maria.
In now, Lou
Number 0.
fouled off. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
마음을 비우기가 잘 맞네요.
To the plate now, Carlos Correa. And he puts it on the ground to second. Ramirez on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Babe Ruth, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth, and that misses for ball one.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 1-1 home.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Mike Trout would be next. Swing and a high chopper over to the right side.
아,
On to
도쿄
first,
제한테는 2번
and
닫았네.
that's your ball game. And the score finishes 4-1 today. Tokyo led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
아, 진짜 손이 문제네, 손이 문제야.
Score. First for the victorious visiting team. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the home team, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
아, 그래 너무